these are the products that I use to make an arboreal green tree python, emerald. You can do venomous in these as well. Any of your arboreal, like white-lipped vipers or any of the bush vipers, things like that that are going to be arboreal and up off the ground, you can use these products. Florida Fish and Wildlife has approved them, according to my inspector, for use with venomous. So that was nice of him. I usually use 2 branches. You can use the same kind or you can use different ones. You're going to need a portal. You're going to need either plexiglass or the acrylic front. This can be purchased at your Home Depot, Lowe's. They sell these in the standard sizes that our portals are already made. I usually like to add some sort of handle on it. I order those from Amazon. The vents here, I like to put at least 2 of them on a smaller cage, 4 of them on a larger, a water dish holder, and then these are sold in pairs, same as the vents. And one has the perch clip to prevent rotation, and the other has the perch clip with a portal hole so that you can drill through and introduce your thermostat into the environment. So let's go ahead and put this cage together. Let's cut out the center of the portal and attach the front. For this, I'm going to use my angled cutter. I've already taken and used the template to draw out the square. I will err to the inside of this line because I'm going to trim up and straighten out those lines if I've got it a little wonky. And that is so that you can always take off more. You can't put it back. Once I have cut it out, you will have these plastic burrs from the plastic starting to melt slightly from the friction. I'll take a smooth blade, either a razor blade or my utility knife, and I will use the flat edge to just kind of scrape and clean those up slightly, get the bulk of them off. I never want to trim and try and make it wider with this because that kind of pressure while trying to cut this down can crack and ruin the side of your tub, put a big crack in it, and you got to glue it or get another one. Again, all right, so the bulk of that is cleaned up. Here's where the Dremel comes in. All I'm looking to do is use a sanding wheel of some sort. You just clean up that edge a little bit more. Pull off the little burrs that created. Now, the nice thing that I like about our portals is that we have an edge. Even if this is a little rough, you don't have to worry about that coming into contact with your animal because the lip on this is going to keep that secure. Now, I've taken and placed 4 screws in the corner of this so it would stay in one solid piece, just so I could model this for you. This portal goes here on the front, and it should fit just inside with that lip. Now, if it doesn't, I'm going to use the Dremel just to trim it up slightly and make it work. Then I will take and screw into the pre-holes here, 4 screws into the corner. I'll put the top piece in, the side pieces, and then the bottom. I will get those in place and held together with the 4 corner screws. That way I can pre-drill the rest of these. I'll show you in the video here in a second. So it does appear that I need to take a little bit extra off. We're going to use the Dremel to do that. Now that the top is snapped in, I've got to take just a little bit of a shave off the side of this one. But first, I'm going to take my first edge piece. You can see it actually goes just behind that front piece and interlocks. This piece will set in, should fit snugly, and this piece should fit snugly into the bottom here. It does not, so we're going to take just a little bit off the edge in the corner here. And now that that fits snugly, I'm going to secure my first corner. I'm going to drill through the front to make sure everything lines up and I get right to the plastic. And drill my pre-hole, watch your fingers, through there. Now I will drill the screw in from the inside of the tote out. Pressing firmly, making sure that both pieces adhere to the screw, and then hand tighten to make sure that I don't over tighten it. Now, I had to take some off of this edge as well as this edge. So I'm going to make this straight from the outermost piece here and make this one straight from the outermost piece there using my Dremel saw. Now that I have this piece fitting in nicely, I have the outer two edges, I will take and pre-drill the top corner and get this tightly secured. Once again, securing from the inside of the cage forward into my portal. Hand tightening to make sure I don't over tighten. And now we will line up the bottom. Snapped into place. This piece overlapping here as well. Snapped into place. Working my way along the edge until all of it is safely snapped where I want it to be. Now I will pre-drill my other two corners and anchor those screws, followed by pre-drilling the rest and completing securing my portal to the front of my enclosure. Hand tightening so as I don't overdo it. Now we'll pre-drill the rest of the holes and finish anchoring it down. Once the portal is completely secured, there's no way for that to be pushed off and for the animal to escape.